Well, hey, Cayman Daily Drive followers. This is one of the projects I wanted to film and put online. You know, I do these things because, as maybe many of you, you have a vehicle, or in this case, a Porsche Cayman is what we're dealing with today. And you've got some kind of project and you're looking for some good guidance online, videos, instructions. And there's a lot of good stuff out there, but it just doesn't quite meet the need for what you're looking for specifically. So one of my goals is to do these videos in such a way where I really cover every detail and provide the kind of instructions that I would want to provide to myself, and hopefully that benefits you all. So today we've got this blemish, if you will, on the Cayman. This is the right rear kind of panel right before the rear wheel. This is plastic. This panel goes all the way up to about here. This is, I guess, aluminum, then it becomes metal. It's just kind of a scuff, and it's, you know, you can see a little bit of a crease there, and it's rough. And it was like this when I bought the car, and it's always kind of bothered me. And so I've got some Porsche touch-up paint. This is black. You can see the part number, Schwartz. That's black for German, for those who may not know. 911-095-932-21041. That's the part number. And you can pick these up. I forget how much I paid for this, but it wasn't too expensive. And it comes with a little brush on the inside, but which tends to be a little too heavy for the application. I did end up getting these sets of very fine detailed brushes on Amazon. And it comes, there's a little bag here with a series of brushes. So I'm going to use that for kind of some of the fine details. And I'm just going to start filling this area in so it's less noticeable as you walk back and look at it. And I think once I've fill some of this in, I am going to probably experiment with how to knock some of this roughness down and then buff it out. In this area of the car, you get just road debris and rock trips. These really don't look like chips. I'm thinking that this is going to buff out. It's just kind of marks in the clear coat. I've got a buffer, which I've never done before either. That's going to be another project that I walk you guys through. And I think this will clean up really nice, and we'll go from there. So let's get into it. Okay, so these are the brushes I'm using, and I've got a headlamp on here, filming on my phone. Acrylic oil watercolor Nicpro miniature paint brushes, 7, Roman numeral 7. And like I said, you can see the code here. You can find these on Amazon. They were pretty cheap, maybe 15 bucks, maybe a little less, I forget. But let's open these up. These are the brushes. Once you open them up, they all come individually wrapped. You can see the fine tip on these things, and we're going to pick one that works well on the area we're trying to touch up. But again, this is how it's packaged. So let me pick one of these, dip it in some paint, and start applying. Now, I already thoroughly washed the car, so what I'm going to do, just to kind of prep the surface, I've got some alcohol swabs. I'm just going to, do a little dab, make sure there's no grease or dirt remaining. You can actually make out the extent of this mark. That's interesting. Oh, wow. Gee, look at that. I wonder if there was some touch-up paint in there before. Who knows what was in there? Anyway, you're seeing what we're dealing with now. You guys are seeing me discover what's going on here live as I film it. And we'll let that dry a bit, and then we'll dig into the paint and start touching up. All right. Okay, here's the situation. You know, I cleaned this up with some alcohol swabs, and you can see the black just started coming out of this area. You know, I've had this car for 18 months, and I bought it from a dealer, certified used, Porsche dealer. I wonder if they did a repair job, or I'm sorry, a cosmetic fix on this with some, who knows what they used, crayon, a marker, but whatever was on there came off with some alcohol prep pads. And you know, this area is extensive enough. Try to focus. I'm just going to take some of the touch-up paint brush just as it comes out of the bottle, because this stuff's pretty nice to work with. And I'm just going to, the area is large enough. I'm just going to start adding it in. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. And this, I've worked with this touch-up paint on the car before, and it's, the black paint is I guess what they call a single stage paint. So which just means it doesn't have any, you don't need to like go back and cover it with clear coat or anything. I think it's got all that built in to the paint, and it comes out pretty well just doing rock chips. I'm kind of wishing I would have done this months ago. I think this will dry pretty well, and like I said, once we go back and touch, or I should say buff this area out, and believe me, I'm not an expert at that either. That'll be one of the other things you guys get to learn with me here as we go. I think this will turn out at least much better than it was before. And you know, we call it Cayman Daily Drive for a reason, because the Cayman here is not a garage queen. She's out and about, you know, fighting the, battling the commute every day. And so my point is, you know, she's going to have some blemishes, but and you'll get to see her. She's still in really good shape for what she's been through, at least with me. It's a clean car. I like to keep my cars clean, and I think this will turn out actually really well. So that is going to be my first coat, and I know it looks tough in the light, but I mean, imagine that already looks better from back here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I mean, you can't even see it, but there you go. It's right in the middle there. I mean, from a few feet away, that looks darn good. So, all right, this will be coat one. But thanks for joining me. Again, I didn't even use these brushes today. They'll come in handy for some other very small rock chips that I have around the car. I'm definitely glad that I've got these. You can see what kind of fine tips these are. These will come in handy. But for this particular job, I think the brush right off the touch-up paint bottle is going to work pretty well. All right, guys, thanks for joining Cayman Daily Drive. And I think the next thing I'll do, one of the next videos I'll do, is just kind of an introductory video to the Cayman to let you know what is in store. I've got another video coming up for these radiator grill store mesh intake openings that you can add to your Cayman or your Porsche. If you don't have a Cayman, 911s, they certainly make them for that too. And we'll get into that as well. All right. Hey, thanks all. Take care.